I want to begin unpacking my image for this week by reading a quote from my little book of positive quotations. And this is by Claude in Bristol. It says, "Every person is the creation of himself, the image of his own thinking and believing. As individuals think and believe, so they are." That is something great to believe in, that you are what you think you are and what you believe you are. But I've realized this week that as my image, even though we're not always looking at our own reflections, and this week when I did, I realized that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was, and a lot more confident and better at teaching than I thought I would be, and that's something great to find out. Last week's blog mentioned that we were beginning the week with a snow day, and which turned into another snow day on Tuesday and an hour delay on Wednesday. Also that I was beginning to read across 5 Aprils for censoring whatever I need to, and wanted to work on student relations, and that I was looking forward to the social studies meeting, and that our big social studies lesson or plans for this week were the mini dramas on groups that went westward and westward movement, manifest destiny, and so on. Well, with the snow days and stuff, as you can see in my wonderful little what was planned and what actually happened chart in my wonderful little Miss Payne's lesson plans book, that things definitely did not go according to plan, and the mini dramas began in the morning block, which was a shortened block because of the hour delay on Wednesday, and the students were a little reluctant to work at all this week, and I guess because they'd had 2 days off, and then the delay, and everyone was so out of sorts, and no one wanted to do work. So I had a little trouble getting them started and interested, but they got better, and the afternoon block was more improved as well, but they actually had more time to work on them. And I've also noticed that the afternoon block is a little bit more studious and industrious than the morning block, and I'm not positive why. Maybe their brains are just working better in the afternoon. I haven't really seen a lot of grades to compare the two, but I'm sure I'll figure that out in a few weeks. Let's see. Oh, I realized that the entry slip I gave out on U.S. expansion, which were just about 6 multiple choice questions on U.S. expansion, both blocks, morning and afternoon, got a 66% pass rate. So I began creating a lesson for this coming Friday that I borrowed or have adapted from another teacher in the 6th grade, Carrie, and it's a timeline. So I've been creating a PowerPoint that goes along with the timeline that is used as has been adapted for slot notes, and we're going to go back over U.S. expansion, stick it in there again, and see if we can get some more things across about U.S. expansion, and then I'll try another entry slip and see if there's any improvement. The Across 5 Aprils, I've gotten into the book. I've never read it before, heard of it, but never read it in my school career. And it will be very interesting when I start reading this book, because it is a very heavy book and really does explore not just the evil of slavery, but the wrong on both sides of the North and South during the Civil War, which I'm not sure how this is going to go over, but we shall see. Student relations. Well, being that it was a half week, I've gotten to know them better, know all the names, and can definitely talk to them a lot more and actually add some humor in. We're all getting along great, except that I really need to make sure they know that I'm not going to be a pushover. I had some kind of butting heads with one student, but I've been warned about that one student to not push them to do work, but I'll see how that goes. And the social studies meeting I was looking forward to was scheduled for Tuesday and therefore canceled. So I really missed out on that, but hopefully they'll reschedule it and I'll be able to attend. I'm still not doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last week I used the all-day Thursday to prepare for the Manifest Destiny timeline, which is going really well. And I really do hope to start doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, but for right now they're just finishing up a writer's workshop, and they've actually started a new creative writing assignment. And they're also finishing their novel unit, which was based in language arts and social studies. And then the whole team will begin another novel unit, but those will be math and science. So it'll be a little different and in another class period. So that's a little bit more time to do other things. So they will be returning to language arts actual lessons for each day. So I'm hoping that when those start up again, I can hopefully get in on a few of them. And, of course, help out during the writer's workshop part when they need it. This coming week, well, tomorrow, they are to perform their mini-dramas. And I don't think I'm expecting a lot of great things from those, just because of what I've seen. They were supposed to take one day for research, which was reading through the packets and finding out about the groups that went west, and then write the script on the same day and then perform the next day. And now we have done 2 days of research, and I don't think everybody was exactly finished, even though we kept reminding them, you will perform these Monday, you will perform these Monday. And they had much more important things on their mind, I reckon. But we are expecting them to come in first thing and perform them tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we will be doing inventions during the 19th century. And that is a lesson I will be using for my cooperating teacher. We will be going over that during planning tomorrow. And Friday will be the timeline lesson that have created, except for inserting the media that I want to use. And I definitely want to work on being more assertive with the students. I do pretty well with it, except, like I said, that there's a couple that I need to find out exactly how to maneuver them into a cooperative working position without them knowing that I'm doing it. So we'll see how that happens. And I will continue reading the novel. And I reckon we will just see what happens with these mini dramas tomorrow. And hopefully the lesson on Friday will go well too.